just showing you how to adjust the suspension or pump up the suspension on an Austin Allegro. The Austin Allegro Club International has got a little pump that you can borrow, which is fantastic. I'll show you that. Very easy to use. Comes with the pipe that's required, a little cloth, a broken 18mm spanner, makes it easier to get into the awkward place, and a spare little fibre washers. It's very important the fibre washers or fibre washer is in this before you use it, because otherwise you'll have fluid everywhere. This is the Hydrolastic suspension fluid. I'm sure other makes are available, but this is what the club let me borrow or use. And most importantly, a cup of tea. But that's not supplied by the club, unless you're at the NEC, of course. So, time to get the Allegro out of the garage. Right, let's get the Allegro out of the garage. Choke out. There we are. Use that choke back in. Try not to smash into the AA van. Bit of sunshine for us as well, eh? Okay, here's the engine bay. Here's the Hydrolastic filler valve. Got one on this side. Oh, that's stiff. I'll deal with that in a minute. Just showing you where they are. And then one down here. Now I've noticed, you know, this is a Series 1 1300. Very easy, well, it looks easy to get to. And I was watching Graham Toy, Club Parts guy, pump up a Series 3 at the NEC, and it looked a lot more cramped in a little Series 3 Allegro, so I don't know if it's because mine's a 1300 or what. Right, I'll go and get the pump. Right, so we need to set up the pump by attaching the pipe, so make sure that fibre washer's in there, because if that's not, you probably have fluid squirting everywhere, according to Graham. He's obviously learnt the hard way, poor sod. He did warn me, he did say, oh, have a nice shower, won't you, when you nice shower of hydrolastic fluid. Right, so when attaching this onto your car, you want this completely wound out, because this bit winds. This one needs to be completely anti-clockwise before you start to screw on this little fella. Okay, so this is where the handy broken spanner comes into action, just to nip this little valve up. Then you want to put this one in clockwise. That's it. Right, so now we're connected to both ends of the pipe. This pipe's going to have some air in it, so you just want to give that a little tweak, just till you get a bit of fluid out. You know, you want to clear all the air out. I've already done it actually. I forgot to press record, if I must be honest. So now we're ready to pump. So we're going to pour the fluid in and get pumping. Right, before you get pumping, I need to make some measurements. Series 1 car should be 373mm from the centre of the hubcap. It's a little hard to see where the centre is, but it's about there, to the wheel arch. So if I pop the tape measure there, I've used a little bit of black tape on my tape measure to show where it should be. And we're quite far off, aren't we? Looks like I've got quite a bit of pumping to do. Right, luminous fluid is in. You just get pumping. It goes up quite slowly, so you can't really see it going up in the video. You might be able to. Once you get it somewhere near the height it should be, you want to then shake the car from side to side by grabbing hold of the guttering. Apparently British Leyland call that scragging. Quite interesting. So we'll have a go at scragging when we've got it pumped up. And you want to pump, measure and scrag each side. So we'll do this side first. Once this is all correct, we'll then go on to the other side. After that pumping, you realise how much it's gone up. I've gone up a little bit too far, believe it or not. Be an off-road vehicle if I go any more. Oh, I want to go and give it a shake. I'll probably stop the video so we can get two hands on and have a shake. Right, see you in a minute. After you've undone, after you've undone that T-piece, before you undo that, so this is another bit, you then just do that to get the pressure out of the pipe, because otherwise you'll undo that nut and that's when it'll make a mess, if I remember rightly. So you saw the photo, I measured it, it's well out. So we got it connected to this side now. I thought I'd do that. So don't forget, you make sure that valve's closed. Then, because you would have closed that before anyway. Then make sure that T-piece is out. Then screw this on, tightening it with the spanner, and then winding the T-piece in. You can't quite see the T-piece, but you would have seen it on the other side clearer. So now the pressure is in the pipe. So again, we've got air in the pipe, so we want to get the air out. There's not really any air in there because I've already got fluid in it from the other side. So again, we're going to pump to our heart's content. Let's see if we can see it going up. Probably with me shaking and sweating through pumping, you are probably not seeing it go up, are you? If you do, congratulations. I can stop filming now, getting out of breath. We've jacked it up like a monster truck. Still got loads of fluid left, so for God's sake, don't put too much fluid in because you won't need a lot. So twang that in the middle of the hubcap. You could always put a little dot there with a sticker if you want. That's about it. So yeah, I've gone too high again. So we'll give it a scrag. Don't forget the scrag. Give it a good shake. Measure it again. If it's still too high, let some fluid out with that little valve. Just there. And then give it another scrag, another measure, and then measure the other side to make sure as well, but we'll do that in a second. Let's give it a scrag and that and get this side done. So this side is spot on the right measurement after a good scrag. So don't forget, we'll unwind the T-piece down here now, the little end of the pipe, and that just stops and sort of releases the valve. That's that, and I'll give that a little depressure. Fantastic. And then we'll get the spanner on. I don't know why I sound so out of breath. And undo this little fella. There we go. Just crack that off. And that'll unscrew. And I'll show you if I can. You unscrew it, you get a couple of little drips, so I've got my rag down there. Not the most entertaining video on YouTube. Hopefully it's handy. tripod. There you go, see, look, we'll bring that out and just lay the end in there. That's that done. Now don't forget to put your little cap back on. So we're fully scragged. She's looking at a nice height now, I must admit, nice and straight. So what you want to do before you pack everything up, just give it another measure, just to make sure. So try and get it on the centre. Up here. Yeah, that's lovely. That'll do fine. Obviously you don't want one side lower than the other, that'll be a bit wonky, I suppose. Put one there again. Centre. Come on the centre, that's it. So we're on the centre there. It's hard to see. And that's fantastic. That's great. So just time to clean that fluid away and take that pipe back off, make it all clean and tidy so we can give it back to Graham in the club. So if anyone needs to use it, it's all clean and ready to go.